Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of November 8th. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aries, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me. That is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, Aries, let's see what we have here for you. Make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Wands. So this is a nice card to find. This is all about potentially good offers, good situations, good news coming into your life here. Pages are always indicative of news or offers, as I've said. And as this is in the suit of wands here, which is the suit of career and enterprise, this is heavily associated with a job offer that could potentially be coming in. Now, another way of looking at the Page of Wands is this could be an offer from the universe. This could represent some sort of download of information that comes in. You know, this would be like if you're like on your walk, or you're, like folding laundry, cutting the grass, doing dishes, shoveling snow, whatever you may be doing, and you get some sort of divine insight. That can certainly be implied here with the Page of Wands as well. So some of you potentially doing that. But I feel like more than anything, there's some sort of news coming in your way here. By default, it's good news. The problem is you have the Seven of Swords in the middle, which we're going to talk about here. And so if anything, what I feel like telling you, Aries, at this time is to use discernment on something that may be too good to be true. I don't know why I'm feeling like that, but that's kind of what just sort of came out here as I'm just thinking about these two cards. Some of you may resonate with that, okay? Now you do have some sort of, I feel like in some ways you're like divinely guided here, or divinely protected in some ways with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I also think some of you are maybe considering self-employment, but let's go ahead and continue forward here and see what else wants to come forward as we move ahead. But right away in the middle, you have this Seven of Swords. This middle card spills into the rest. It's a very important card here. And this Seven of Swords can indicate somebody who is a gossiper in your place. If you're in like a workplace situation, I'm just not getting that. What this can, by default, this card talks about like some sort of liar, cheater, stealer, or somebody who's just does not have your best interest at hand. And, that's why I feel like, it's a card of deception here. And I've seen it play out for people in particular with that card. And so I'll be very interested to see what card we get to clarify as we go along here. But with this Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords, I would just be careful of something that seems too good to be true. In the past, you have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. This Ace of Wands, while this may be a download, the Page of Wands, this is sort of like an invitation from the universe, or it can be. Although I typically read this card, this is my favorite card in the tarot, I read this card as like a passionate new beginning. This is like a card of side hustles. This is turning something that you're passionate about into a gig, into a profit, into money, doing something you've always wanted to do. Any sort of enterprise that starts under the energy of this card is typically successful. Now, it's just interesting because we have these challenging influences around it, so you have to take all these cards into consideration. What I feel like is going on here is you're so wanting to start something new here, and I feel like you are energized around this new start, but it's almost like the other way of looking at the Seven of Swords is it can be some sort of self-deception as well. You may be deceiving yourself if it's not someone else. If something's not too good to be true from someone else, you could be deceiving yourself here. I don't know that it's time to give up though. Just as I said that, the candle kind of went off too. And I don't know that it's time to give up, because you have this Five of Swords, which is somebody who's defeated. You see in the background, they are waving their flag. The thing about the Five of Swords is though, they're down and they're not out. Okay, this is a totally recoverable situation. There may have been a loss, there may have been a challenge, but it's not the Ten of Swords. It's recoverable. You also here have this Seven of Pentacles. You may be contemplating a new start. This card is somebody they've planted seeds, but this is not something that has grown overnight. Okay, this person has been diligently working away, planting, getting ready for this harvest here that they're now picking. And it talks about kind of evaluating yourself as you've almost reached the end of the pentacle suit and asking, is this what I want to keep doing? I've been doing this for a long time. Is this something that I kind of want to keep going on? And in that way, it can be like potentially evaluating if you want to continue doing what you're doing. I've said that in a bunch of different ways, but that's what I feel like may be going on here. Now, in your current situation, you have the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are weighing a very important decision or choice here, okay, with this Lovers card. I feel like, if nothing else, there is this sort of career decision that you have to make here that's incredibly important to you, whatever it may be. Obviously the Lovers can suggest like starting a new relationship, finding somebody, relationships, all of that. But in this case, we don't really have any other cards to support that. This for me is you having a big choice. It can mean an important choice in love, but in general, it can mean an important choice in life. And for you, it's like whatever's going on here with the Seven of Swords, this divinely inspired idea here with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, this is really important. It's almost like wanting to leave what you've been doing for a long time. Maybe some of you are thinking about leaving your job to start something. And it's not that you're not inspired, it's just that there's a roadblock. There's a roadblock here, okay? With the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Cups in the middle. You have this Four of Pentacles. It may be around your financial stability, okay? You may be in a job right now that's working out for you. And you may even have some living expenses. You may even have 6 to 12 months living expenses, but you're holding on to what you have a little bit too tightly, which is what that person's doing. As you can see in the illustration there, that person's holding on to their pentacles very tightly. And so you may be having a fear of losing what you've built, as you've built something here with the Seven of Pentacles. And that could be the deception if it's not somebody else doing it to you. Now, in your future, you have the Death card, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Dichotomy here, okay? Opposite sort of energies. I'm going to start with the Death card because people get very stressed by this, but you shouldn't be stressed by any of these cards. As you look into the Death card, it's actually one of the most positive cards in the tarot. It's Scorpio energy. And Scorpio's, not only are we in Scorpio season here, but Scorpio is a sign that transforms things. And the Death card is truly about making a transformation in your life. It speaks of change. It does not imply negative change. And this is what people always get messed up on with this card, is it just speaks of change. It speaks of transformation. It speaks of making, moving in a different direction potentially. I feel like some of you are really contemplating that. You have this Five of Cups, Ten of Cups dichotomy here, which these cards couldn't be, more opposite. The Five of Cups, somebody who's sitting in disappointment, thinking about the good times, they don't realize that there are two cups behind them that are upright, that are overflowing. And you have this Ten of Cups here, which is total positivity, a windfall of happiness, good energy, good times with others. And so for some of you, it's almost like, I feel like fear and disappointment are getting in the way of some sort of true happiness that's wanting to come forward here. And it's going to be up to you to make a transformation in the future. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Very much appreciate you being here, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So let's see what we have here for you. All right. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Yeah, what did I say here? To start this reading off, I felt like you have divine protection. Okay, whether you're religious or not, I'm personally not religious, but I love Archangel Michael's energy. And so you can take advantage of that if whatever situation you find yourself in. It's really just talking about having divine protection, your guides being with you. You have Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. And you have White Eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage, a family wound or pattern can be healed now. Some of you are going to get communication through dreams from an ancestor, from a loved one, someone in spirit. Others of you right now may just need to be honest with somebody as you get that Seven of Swords in the middle. And what other cards do we have here? Recovery. Ask for help from others. Okay. And unlikely. Unlikely what? Listen to your intuition. Yep. This is it's the key to this reading here is discernment. I started this reading off with you are divinely protected, but you must use discernment. Well, that's listening to your intuition, okay? I'm not saying don't ask for help from others, but practice discernment, okay? I'm sounding like a broken record, but there's no other way for me to say it. And so, yeah, that's what I feel like the energy is coming through here. Let's see what else we have. See what other messages want to come forward to clarify this. All right. Okay, you have the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. It's money, okay? Money is the situation here. Some sort of fear about losing what you have or a change in finances is potentially, which is totally rational and logical if you're contemplating a move. A career move, and that's what I kind of feel like is going on. Some of you, this career move is self-employment. Others of you, it is like maybe even changing a job, leaving where you are to get another job. But the Two of Pentacles is juggling or fluctuating wealth, and it's a change in finances. By default, it would be a good change because you have it with the Seven, or you have it with the Ace of Wands, you have it with the Lovers. But this is also weighing options and decisions, and you have that with the Lovers as well. And so for some of you, it's like this is the whole context of this reading, is some sort of big career decision you have, especially as we have these Wands cards with it. Enterprise, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, you know, standing your ground here. We do have 7-7 energy, Seven of Wands, Pentacles, and Swords. Your angels, your guides, your spirit team, whatever you resonate with, are with you. And, you know, the Queen of Wands does suggest that you are attractive. So if there has been a loss, and when I say attractive, I mean like you're capable of attracting jobs. Obviously, you know, the Queen of Wands is attractive to partners as well, but it indicates attraction. So like if you have lost a job, you could easily find another because you have some sort of skill set. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So yeah, there's definitely a happy situation. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. 2 or more aces in any reading is a very good sign. You do have that with the Page of Wands as well on the bottom here. There is a new start that wants to form, that wants to come out of the ashes, but I almost feel like there's emotions and money sort of wrapped up in this big decision that you're weighing. You see this person here, this King of Cups, they're sitting in water. Water in the tarot is emotions, and you kind of see how the water's choppy, indicating that potentially there's like some level of there's like an emotional situation that they're trying to sort of sort out. The person's quite capable of doing that. You do have, like I said, there's something that's going to come in here and make you very happy. You are ultimately going to make the right choice with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Obviously, there could be someone coming in, but this reading has felt more about like a choice in career. You have this Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, which is all about stability. That combination couldn't be more clear about stability, and that's very important to you. Okay, just as I say that, you have the Four of Pentacles again, the Page of Cups, wow, and the Fool. Page of Cups is like, it could be the start of a new relationship. We now have some relationship cards coming in here with the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups in the future. Some of you could be meeting somebody as you take a new direction or go in a new place. And I would just really I just keep wanting to say use discernment, because like, ask yourself, Aries, what you really want to be doing right now. Do you want to spend your energy on relationships, on a new relationship, I should say? Do you want to spend your energy on a new relationship or a new career situation? Because like, that's kind of that could even be the decision that you're trying to make here, where it's like you have multiple things going. As we have the Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, you could be choosing between those two energies right now. You have the Fool, which is a powerful new beginning, somebody who's taking a leap of faith in a new direction, going new places, having their back turned towards what was or what could have been, and instead allowing the universe to handle their details and guide them. You're making major transformations in money here, and your thoughts around money, I feel like, are changing. So, yeah. And listen to your intuition about whatever sort of choice that's coming through for you here. I love the clarifications. They're all positive. So I do feel like you're going to make a positive decision. Okay, coffin, concern. Sorry for bumping the camera. Bad health, occupation, great fortune, and message. Okay, so this is my favorite combination to get in this Kipper deck. Occupation and great fortune. It's the author of the Kipper deck's self-employment combination. But it's not just self-employment, it's major success through self-employment. And so some of you absolutely see something forming in those areas with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And it's like, you know that what you have is good. And for some of you, it's like just taking the leap is the biggest problem here. Some of you might deliver a message such as like a 2-week resignation letter to your 2 weeks notice to resign from your job with the Fool to take a new start. Some of you may be doing that for sure. Others of you, there's something here. This is not, I almost never read this as death. Same with the death card, the coffin. I read it as something changing or ending. It's like the death card. And you're just concerned about what will happen if you take the leap of faith. So, love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Very grateful to the people donating down below. And I'll see you in the next one.